your rights. Come on, say, get up, stand up. No, don't give up the fight. I think you can. Get up, stand up. Come on, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. And don't give up the fight.
This is a Lifetime Grammy Award achievement presented to Bob Marley's wife, Mrs. Marley, for Bob Marley in the year 2001. In that very same year, he achieved the Hollywood Walk of Fame star, which you will see when we go over that side. In case you didn't know, for the Bob Marley One Love movie produced by Paramount 2 years ago, the soundtrack in the movie is from some of Bob Marley's album, and just for that, sir, he received a next Grammy Award. And these are some beautiful VIP backstage passes of some of the shows he went to perform at. He did his first song when he was 16 years old. Title track of that song, Judge Not. First album release on the Island Kid record label owned by Mr. Chris Blackwell, Catch a Fire. Biggest selling album is right over here, sir. Legend. Did you all know Legend is a compilation remix of some of Bob Marley's songs after the pass of Bob Marley? This album sold more than 15 million copies in US only and 33 million copies globally. It surpassed those numbers a long time ago. It is rated in England as 11x platinum and the best reggae album of all time. Big album, Exodus, album of the century. And this album, we have a beautiful track, so, and I know you know that track. Yeah, it's called One Love, and that One Love song is the 45 of the million. One! Bob. When I say Bob, you said Marley. Bob! Marley. And if you're Irish, just said, yeah, man.
Emancipation Day was observed across the Caribbean with ceremonies celebrating freedom, resilience, and African heritage. From the Bahamas and Jamaica to Guyana, St. Lucia, Dominica, and Trinidad and Tobago, communities gathered for worship, music, cultural performances, and reflection on the enduring legacy of emancipation. In Trinidad and Tobago, one of the region's most elaborate observances unfolded with the annual Freedom Morning procession. Drumming, dance, traditional costumes, and the Emancipation Village drawing thousands to one of the Caribbean's best-known commemorations.
Emancipation is also emancipating ourselves from mental slavery. While we may stand in crowds and heckle, it is important that we remember that united as a people is the only way, as Sister Zakia rightfully stated, that we can overcome any obstacle that we face. As an African community, we have so many obstacles that we have to overcome.
Speakers encourage citizens to honor the sacrifices of their ancestors while preserving the traditions, history, and culture that continue to shape Caribbean identity.
This crime, for its magnitude, it's the horror of it, the duration of it, and its legacy in the struggle that our people still face today. Those are the reasons that the United Nations took this decision.
Marks the 188th anniversary of the emancipation of prisoners of a colonial war against enslaved Africans, an occasion which has been celebrated in this country for almost 2 centuries. This year's celebration is occurring under the very important theme of igniting African consciousness, dismantling colonial legacies.
Trinidad and Tobago has long been regarded as a regional leader in emancipation observances, becoming the very first nation to declare Emancipation Day a public holiday in 1985. This year's celebrations, however, also sparked discussion after Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar was noticeably absent from the featured public emancipation ceremony, prompting criticism from some observers.
To remember those who suffered and those who survived the pain, the horror, and humiliation of the Middle Passage.
Observers. DeAndre Hamilton.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your contacts. Thank you. Greetings again, brothers and sisters and cousins in the other races that support our struggle for economic equality with the other races. This segment is about the Industrial Revolution started in Britain, and the title of the article that I am narrating is Industrial Revolution Iron Method was taken from Jamaica by Britain. Wrought iron process that drove UK's success was appropriated from black metallurgists. The reference is The Guardian on Wednesday, the 5th of July, 2023, and the article is written by Hannah Devlin, science correspondent. I am narrating the slide that you are seeing mainly for the benefit of people who are watching the video on their cell phones, and the text would be too small for you to read. The article begins. An innovation that propelled Britain to become the world's leading iron exporter during the Industrial Revolution was appropriated from an 18th century Jamaican foundry, historical records suggest. The quart process, which allowed wrought iron to be mass-produced from scrap iron for the first time, has long been attributed to the British financier turned iron master Henry Quart. It helped launch Britain as an economic superpower and transformed the face of the country with iron palaces including Crystal Palace, Kew Gardens, Temperate House, and the arches of St. Pancras train station. Now an analysis of correspondence, shipping records, and contemporary newspaper report reveals the innovation was first developed by 76 black Jamaican metallurgists at an ironworks near Morant Bay in Jamaica. Many of these metal workers were enslaved people trafficked from West and Central Africa, which had thriving iron-making industries at that time. Dr. Jenny Bulstrode, a lecturer in History of Science and Technology at University College, London, and author of the paper, said, "This innovation kicks off Britain as a major iron producer and was one of the most important innovations in the making of the modern world. Henry Quart acquired the machinery from the Jamaican foundry, shipped it to England, and patented the technique. The technique was patented by Quart in the 1780s and is widely credited as the inventor, with the Times lauding him as father of the iron trade after his death. The latest research presents a different narrative, suggesting court shipped his machinery and the fully fledged innovation to Portsmouth from a Jamaican foundry that was forcibly shut down. The Jamaican Iron Works was owned by a white enslaver, John Reeder, who in correspondence described himself as quite ignorant of iron manufacturing, noting that the 76 black metallurgists who ran the foundry were perfect in every branch of the iron manufacturing, and through their skills could turn scrap and poor quality metal into valuable wrought iron.
192 years ago, on the 1st of August 1834, Britain abolished slavery in the Caribbean. We know that white supremacist systems have never stopped oppressing black bodies.
What we can do for our people. So black men, let us stand as one. Whether you Rastafari, whether you Hebrew, whether you Moor, whether you Nawapian, whether you Pan-Africanist, whether you're a Christian or Muslim, whatever you believe in, let that be your business. It doesn't mean we got to leave, but it does mean we got to organize. The Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey said the greatest weapon used against the Negro is disorganization. We have to unite. We have to unite.
We will remember the suffering and the struggles of our ancestors. We will come together in the name of the global Black Revolution.
Bronze alpines, alkalinity and songhai, mass high vicinity, Pythagorean ambiguity, reptilian shrines, iconoclastic Bosnian famine, weapons from Athens, guerrilla war, vivid insomnia in Dallas, herbalist chronicles, a razor after prodigal, verse surplus, word methodical, my world, the work of perfection. After the war, I was the resident of my father's bride. 2 days after October 7th, master of ceremony at generic funeral, carnival, poet dominance, varnish, rap, carnage, syllable, burial, minerals from Zeph's meridian, invisible theatrics, tacticians clashed at the door of oblivion. I walk on the community palaces of Myanmar, embedded horns from the ancestor elephants.
Barbados Prime Minister PM Mottley is forcefully rejecting a recent controversial comment from a former British Member of Parliament who argued that former colonies should compensate Britain for its role in developing those territories. More in this report.
Just as Caribbean nations continue to intensify their push for reparatory justice, the conversation took an unexpected turn this week. Former UK MP Suella Braverman sparked outrage with a post on social media platform X suggesting that countries once colonized by Britain should be paying reparation to London. She argued that Britain invested heavily in its former territories and deserved recognition. At Wednesday's closing press conference of the 51st CARICOM regular heads of government meeting, journalists put the matter to chair of the Prime Ministerial Subcommittee on Reparations, Mia Mottley.
I'm not sure that you want me to replay to things that really are asinine. And certainly the notion that we should pay the United Kingdom for oppressing us, for enslaving us, and for treating us as chattel. And that is the difference. Slavery existed before, but this was the first time that human beings were defined as chattel.
The comments from the former British MP comes as Jamaica prepares to take its reparation campaign directed to King Charles later this year. For her part, Mottley pointed to, among other things, decades of historical research and slave laws documenting enormous wealth extracted from enslaved labor.
We're not asking for charity. We're asking to be able to ensure that justice can be done. In 1834, the British Parliament did not need to be persuaded of that fact with respect to the loss of property because we were chattel and the compensation of the slave owners of £20 million. I would like to advise that those who have not yet read sufficient to understand the history do so before making comments that really do not reflect well on them.
In the meantime, the Barbadian leader also questioned the timing of the remarks, pointing to domestic issues in the UK in recent times. She then issued this caution.
I have no doubt that there are British parliamentarians who want to distract people from the domestic politics of the United Kingdom at this point in time. But the Caribbean should not be used as a prop in those circumstances.
Anthony Lug, TVJ News.
I am going to read the comments on reparation from a viewer in Atlanta. And this is for the benefit of people watching this video on their cell phones, and the text will be too small. The British government is out of order. The reason they gave is pathetic. After years of slavery, and the slaves got nothing for their efforts, while the plantation owners were reimbursed for the loss of their slave and the free labor that they used to enjoy. The plantation owners were paid a lot of money and the slaves got nothing. Where do you think that Britain got the money that they were able to reimburse the plantation owners? It was the back-breaking work of slaves over all those years. So slavery built Britain and enriched them, even with the Windrush saga. The Caribbean people went to help Britain after the war, and Britain still did not show any appreciation for them even to this day. The Windrush generation rushed to help the motherland when the motherland needed their help. But at that time, the people from the Caribbean were not treated with respect. They were not truly appreciated. Their social standing, housing, etc. were substandard and not the best. I think the motherland is no mother at all. Where is the love for your supposed children? Out of order. Want to say thanks to the sister for sending the comments. She doesn't want her name to be mentioned.
Ghana has marked the 2026 Emancipation Day with a renewed call for Africans and people of African descent to strengthen the bond of unity, freedom, and shared heritage. At a wreath-laying ceremony at the Nkrumah Memorial Park in Accra, the Deputy Minister for Tourism, Culture, and Creative Arts, Mr. Yusuf Issa Kajaja, urged Africans everywhere to draw inspiration from the sacrifices of their forefathers in building a united and prosperous continent. He says the vision of Ghana's first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, remains central to advancing Pan-Africanism and reconnecting Africa with its global diaspora.
As we observe
the sound, drums of freedom shake the ground. Voices rise like a fire in the sky. the land.
Happy to be here with you as you celebrate freedom in all of its dimension. Freedom is not just physical freedom, freedom of the mind, freedom to be able to express oneself, freedom to create, and the freedom to celebrate. Today, there are so many reasons why we celebrate emancipation, and I feel very humbled and privileged to join Guyanese brothers and sisters across Guyana to celebrate yet another Emancipation Day where we can come together in this atmosphere. This has become a traditional space for the Ministry of Human Services to celebrate and to really create the space for our younger ones to enjoy culture, tradition, and to be proud of heritage. This emancipation is one that we must always look at so that young people can be proud of their history, a history of struggle and sacrifice, and a history that reminds them to always, always preserve a very, very beautiful legacy of culture and tradition. But more importantly, it is to look back at a period of slavery that destroyed so many people and families, but yet we celebrate the resilience of spirit that those people who experienced the horrors of slavery had to make British Guyana their home, to be a part of the struggle for independence, and to be a part of what Guyana is even today. Their contribution to development and to our country as a whole will always be remembered in the annals of history. And as we remember the heroes who would have led those struggles, those fights. And today we can read of them in our history books and keep their names alive for every generation to honor, respect, and pay tribute to. So as you celebrate Emancipation Day, do it with pride. Do it together, and let us as a country continue to do what we do best in Guyana. Respect all, understand all, celebrate all, and do this as Guyanese so that we really, really carry forward that proud legacy of being united in our celebrations. I don't want to be long because the children are ready to dance. They told me that. So I'm listening to them this afternoon, and I just want to wish you, your families, all of you, a very, very beautiful, blessed, and wonderful Emancipation Day 2026. God bless you all, and thank you for being here patiently. Thank you so much.
We will close today's program with a drumming rhythm that has been used since 1865 to celebrate freedom.
August 1st is Emancipation Day in Canada. It's a day to remember, reflect, and honor the resilience, strength, and contributions of people of African descent whose lives and communities were forever shaped by centuries of enslavement. For more than 400 years, millions of African peoples were captured, forced to migrate, and subjected to the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade. More than 15 million people of African descent were affected by this system. Families were separated, cultures and languages were targeted for erasure, and generations experienced violence, abuse, and loss. This history is not only a story of distant places or distant times. People were enslaved in what is now Canada. Although enslavement was abolished across the British Empire on August 1st, 1834, its legacy continues today. The impacts of enslavement are directly connected to anti-Black racism and ongoing racial injustice. As a church, we are called not only to remember the past, but also to respond in the present. The United Church of Canada has committed to engaging with the United Nations' second International Decade for People of African Descent, joining a global commitment to recognize the themes of justice, recognition, and development, and to continue to confront anti-Black racism. At the most recent General Council, the United Church of Canada committed to a process that may lead to a formal apology for the Church's historic connections to enslavement. This reflects a growing understanding that truth-telling, accountability, and repair are essential parts of justice and reconciliation. Emancipation Day is also a time to celebrate the endurance, faith, leadership, and contributions of Black communities. Black people have been part of the United Church of Canada since before union and continue to shape our church through ministry, worship, scholarship, advocacy, and prophetic leadership. On this Emancipation Day, may we recommit ourselves to confronting anti-Black racism, addressing historic injustices, and building a church where all people experience belonging, dignity, and hope.
All massive old tight, checking the set man like every day upon the mic, so we got the Frankie Paul. Come in! Let love go, people, let the love stay. But I let the love keep us shining bright along the way.
Big bother we are, and we don't want nobody got. No, big bother we are. Me back hurt me want a girl for your touch.
So tell me who done that, the man who run things. You every day, the man you are run things. Tell me who done that, who run things. And I tell you, Mr. Effie, I'm a run things.
But I know me, Mr. Tata, every day I run things.
Man, I lie, you will tell a Frankie Paul I run things.
This is Mr. Tata, nice up your party. Special request to the 1FP. The girl, them I say every day him sexy. And everywhere them say with them get so horny.
Man, I true say me big, but me pretty and me cute. And the dancer when me go, me I forget.
I love it. Today in Jamaica is Emancipation Day. On the 6th will be Independence Day. And so I like to sing Emancipate, because emancipation is not about being free from slavery, right? And government. It's freeing your mind, having that mental strength and capacity, right? So emancipate yourself mentally. That is the greatest freedom you'll ever have. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free your minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. None but ourselves can free your minds. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. You got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing sweet songs of freedom? That's all I ever ask. Redemption song, redemption song.
Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your contacts. Thank you.